So it's about a comment that was said in my direction, which was very tactless, I would say, painful.
Yeah.
Usually I forgive and forget, and I don't carry it around on me. I just heal easily. This time, somehow, it's also someone that I see a lot, and I help out and do things and whatever for her. So I feel that I'm lingering on with this feeling too long. It's already 2 months past. I don't know why I'm not healing. And I want to know if it's on my part to heal, or do I go up and tell her this and this comment, which is a while already, was bothering me, and maybe it will help me. If it's on my part or it's her part that I need to go and tell her.
Okay. Let's try and shifting it to you. Why do you think it's hard for you to forgive this person? Is it the comment that they said, or is it that you do so much for them that it hurts when they hurt you?
I think it's a comment.
It's the comment?
Yeah, I think it's a painful topic, and the comment was said in a way that she just said it like, "Sorry for asking you such a rude question, but whatever." And she said it in such a way which she knew, or she was just not thinking what she was saying, and I think that it touched a sore point. I don't know.
Good. So what you're saying is it's not that much the person that sent it; it's what they said.
Yeah, it's not like a close friend, but it's an acquaintance.
Okay, so it's the comment. So now, can you then recognize that this topic is the one that's hurting you and bothering you?
Yes.
So now what can you do to work out this issue?
Maybe be more at peace with the topic.
How? So let's assume the topic is that you are too tall, you're too short, you're too fat, too skinny, too blonde hair, too black hair, whatever it should be.
Okay.
How can you work out the issue that they told you?
I need to accept it more.
How? What can you do to accept it?
Understand that this is my situation and this is what Hashem
Yes.
gave me, and that she doesn't even come into the picture. That it's just that she was a shliach and she had to say it, and that nothing, that basically she's not the one in the picture. The comment was said not directly from her. It was sent to me, this comment, that I need to work on it.
Yeah, well, let me give you an example. So let's take in my life, recently someone was attacking old therapists, and they decided that I have to be the one that has to hear about it. So they're sharing with me how upset they are at therapists. Make sense?
Mm.
Now,
Yeah.
how do you think I will react to that?
Obviously on the part of the therapist, but I have to understand that she is hurt by the therapist, so she needs to talk why she's upset about the therapist.
No, let's try this again. Let's assume where people are attacking me. If whoever's upset at a therapist, many times I'm the one that they try to send it, that they feel they need to share their disappointment. So when I would walk around feeling with the pain of everyone's upset at me, or when I had certain feelings that I felt bad about, then it would affect me. The minute I could come to peace with this is who I am, I don't have to answer for everyone, or mistakes that different ones make I'm not responsible for, I felt a lot calmer. So it's about how can you get to peace within yourself with a certain issue?
With more confidence.
Yeah.
But with more confidence in this area?
Yes.
So
let's understand our weaknesses that affect us. When people bring up our issues, we feel the trigger.
So confidence is in every area. It's not just confidence overall. Confidence.
Let's not use the word confidence. Sometimes you have to work through the pain.
I can't just say I forgive and forget and that's it. And I
didn't you try that? You're calling me up after you tried that. Is it working?
I know. No, it's not working. Is it not like brainwashing yourself? I'm just forgiving her. She
try it. I like when people bring up that topic. Try it.
It doesn't work.
Well, that's right, because you got to work through it.
What's the answer? The answer is therapy?
Well, I noticed I never asked you once what's the issue that she told you. Would you like to share what the issue? What
No,
she
not
told
really.
you? What's your weakness? Just be aware that it's public.
No.
Exactly. So if you could, then we can help you identify what's your weakness, what's your pain, and then working through it. So let's assume you're too tall and someone starts going, oh, what's the weather up there and how are you doing? And things like that. You got to come to peace that that's how Hashem made me. And I'm okay with it. And once it doesn't hurt you, so if people start going, oh, did I grow? Am I too tall? I wish I wasn't that tall. The more it's going to bother you, that topic, then the more it's going to hurt. Or if someone makes a comment, how tall are you? Right away you're triggered. When you can come to peace with it, then it's very different.
Okay, so let's say it's something like a handicap. Let's say.
Yeah. We all have something that we're handicapped.
I can't joke around with things like I'm too tall or whatever.
No one is. That's right. Well, someone's too tall, it'll affect them. If someone feels too short, it'll affect them. If someone's got, we had on the radio a couple of weeks ago with Rav Nissen, that a lady said that she was walking around with a cane, and people were asking her, and wherever she went, people were just curious. It really bothered her. She went to weddings, and everyone's giving her comments about the cane. And her choice was maybe not to go to weddings, and after we were able to help her work through the process, she said she now goes to a wedding, and she's so comfortable and at ease, and she looks at it with pride. So it's about working out our issues.
Mm-hmm. It falls back on us. It's not like
that's my system. I don't want to say. Oh, I'm saying that's the way we do therapy.
Yeah, that's the way it should work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I find that the easiest and strongest and healthiest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are you hearing?
It because I can't share what it is. It means really that I would need to go into it properly and heal from it.
That's right. That's what we do generally. Like, I don't want to use the word that you need therapy, but if
I just wanted to know. This is really my answer now. My answer is that it's on my part, and it's not that I need to go and tell her to between us. But I hope that if I work on it soon, I will go around. I'm feeling double-faced now. I'm helping her and doing things for her, but I'm feeling hard inside myself.
That's right. And sometimes communicating can help out. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Sure, and thank you for staying up so late at a late hour. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Also, what I would like you to, not about you, so first of all, the number to call and ask the question is 718-683-5858, 718-683-5858. Then I have a comment that I would just like to read that some have mentioned, and I guess it's great for an awareness, so we will do that. However, what we're going to be dealing with is giving a different concept. So someone has sent a message. Let's first create the awareness that about the first caller, sort of, the one about the person that had the procedure and now they seem depressed and are not ready to grow. One thing I would like to, so let's say the message that someone says as follows. Maybe she's depressed because of the post-operation medications. So I first want to address that message that the person sent, and 100%. Meaning, I want to create the awareness that, yes, when people have surgery, and many times they have some of the anesthesia or certain medications that you're given in the hospital, they can have a side effect to make you depressed. Be aware of that. Many times when people get to their senior years and they're taking various medications, sometimes the medications can make you depressed, can make you anxious, and you need to be aware of that. It's very, very important to be aware. Now, the reason why I did not make that assumption about this person is very simple. Because the way they asked the question, they said this was always going on. However, now is another position, another time when she had surgery, and she was hoping life will move much quicker, and it didn't work. That's why she's triggered. So had this woman called up and said, I have a relative or acquaintance I know, they're healthy, they're happy, they always fight in life, they feel excited, they want to keep on moving. They had a surgery and now they can't do it. or they don't have the will, then I definitely would be thinking along those lines. However, if this has been unfortunately an issue for someone most of their life, then no, we don't make that assumption. It could be part of it, but they really have to face their issue. Then there was one other message Rav Nissen sent, two more. Someone was saying maybe she should join a support group and speak to someone who's experienced with the same process. Again, that's making an assumption, and here's where it's dangerous, where people love using the word support groups. We need to know what support groups are for. Just like when therapists are needed. We're not needed for everything. It's not right to send everyone to a therapist. So a support group is meant a support group. This person needs therapy. They have negative cognitions. Now, you're saying someone that went through their process, that's definitely something. Support groups might be beneficial, might help out, but these people can be going to years to support groups because they're not facing their issues. Now, if they have someone that will take them out, deal with them, go with them, that's almost taking the role of a therapist, so we'll call it a big brother or a big sister program, like you're doing that role. Now you're also taking them to groups, and eventually you'll get them to therapy, fine, but we need to understand the process. So now it's very hot where people love going groups. It's being overused, unfortunately. It's being misused, I should say. And some people don't want to go for therapy, they'll go to groups. They're not participating. They show up once in 6 weeks, and people think, I got them to groups. That's not called utilizing groups. Groups are going every week, or sometimes groups are twice a week. So there's a lot behind these messages where I want to share with people. You have great ideas, and I think the reason why I'm reading it and discussing it is because it's very important for people to know about them. But again, as a therapist, we need to know when to use what process. Rav Nissen, what do you say to that?
That's why I send you the text, because it really, it's really important that people knows that also that's existing, and as you said before, also many times with age, things that is accelerate the depression, accelerate the sadness, and especially with ladies with a menopause and all these things, and I also men. Male as the problem, the 40s crisis and all this stuff, and this is
the midlife crisis.
And I would say that this is something that if you have the seed into you and you don't know how to get it out, and it's just accelerate, and any process, any procedures, any excuse that coming outside, and this something, but the awareness about this that's existing, this medication can create depression, age can create, and you have certain group also. That's why we put this awareness about it.
That's right, exactly.